Real quick, on the left, you see that hole? See over here, the bigger hole? So first, what you need to do, you need to upsize that hole. These are the oiling holes. They're this big, usually. You go up like 2 or 3 sizes in the drill bit. The size I'm using is 1/8 of an inch. You drill through. Now, they don't drill through the bottom of where the wrist pin, down here. See how there's the wrist pin goes in this thing and it goes the middle there, in between from here to here? Well, they only drill the top. Drill the top and the bottom. So once you go through here, just keep pushing straight through until you get all the way through the casing. Can you see the hole down there? See the other hole? Over here though, you see, there is no hole. They only drill through the top. So that's what I do, that's first. Okay, next, you take your Dremel bit for reference. See how small the hole is? Well, that's how big the bit is, okay? That's it right up against it. So it's a small, little bit. Usually the arrow on top signifies the flow. So this is gonna be intake, this is exhaust. Sometimes the arrow is wrong, but usually it's right. The way you could tell for sure is, see these pins? Those are the pins that are only on the intake side. They are for positioning the rings. So what you want to do, now mine, you see I have it skirted. If you want to know more about that, let me know. Don't just cut a hole. There's preciseness behind that. So you take the intake side, it's got the pins. You want to go, the Cert-Clip hole, you want to go on the exhaust side, right here. I'll show you what you do. Hold on, I'm going to do the work and then I'll show you what I did. Okay, see what I did? On the inside there, that line, I went right up to that line. That line is where the Cert-Clip butts into, like it rests inside there. So when you put the Cert-Clip in, it rests inside that line. That's how far you go in. So all I did was just nudge in the edge with the Dremel, and I just go up to that line. All that is so you can get out the Cert-Clip in case of maintenance. So when you do the other side, because you got to do it to both sides. I did it to this side, the exhaust side, so straight across is the other Cert-Clip. I'm spinning it. You want to do it on this side, the exhaust side of the piston. So I'm going to put another one right there and I'll show you. It only takes a couple seconds. So see the line that's in there where the Cert-Clip sits? I just went right to that line, and all that is for you to be able to get a screwdriver or a pick in there to pop out the Cert-Clip when you got to maintenance it. That's all that does. And that's it. Now, your Cert-Clips, so this is what you get in the kit. You get what's called a G-clip, because it looks like a G. Right next to it is the sister to the G-clip. See where I cut it off? You just cut off the end. You try to cut it off right where it bends, but on the straight side of the bend, not the G side of the bend. You cut it on this side of the bend. And that's it. If you do that, and you put your little recess holes in here like this, so this is what you get, this is what you do. You just cut that G off. You cut it as close to the bend as possible, but not on the bend, just before the bend. And that's it. Install the C, and you won't have that same failure ever again. You don't have to do the recess, but if you ever have to service your motor for some reason, it's extremely hard to get the C's out without that recess. Any more questions? Give me a call.